One concept that I've seemingly failed to grasp over the course of my life is the polarization involved with dreaming. When asked at a young age, what do you want to be when you grow up? A child is encouraged to give one response, or separate two responses with the word or. The subconscious use of or instead of and is ingrained at a very young age, and if a child were to instead say and, they would likely be met with a doubtful laugh, followed by a good luck. It's rather interesting. And quite honestly, I think it's bullshit. I've always been told I had an ambitious personality, always looking for what's next in another adventure. Yes, I've always been that way, and yes, I still very much so see it in me today. In the short 21 years of my life, I've had many dreams. I never saw this as a problem, having many dreams and many ambitions. Still, I feel there are some people who try to limit these in the world. I remember one of my first dreams being that of working as a cake decorator. I actively started pursuing this dream in my kitchen as a 16-year-old, and by the time I was 18, I was working at a bakery. I absolutely loved it. For the first time in my life, I could take all of the colors and designs and concepts swirling around my brain and display them in the real world. It was like saying, this is it. This is what's going on inside my brain. Strangely, though, it eventually started to feel like the opposite of enjoyable. This was a difficult concept to grasp. How could this dream I've had since I was so young feel like a chore? Obviously, since I felt this way, I didn't want to stay, but this was my so-called dream. Shouldn't I just stick around with it and be happy with it? Another dream I had when I was younger was that of becoming a singer, as cliche as that sounds. I auditioned for my 8th grade talent show with the song Don't Rain on My Parade, and to my surprise, I made it in. I remember walking onto the stage by myself for the first time, and only being able to see a light in the distance. There was no audience around me, just the light, the stage, and me. With a deep breath before the music started, I thought, this is it. This is my chance to show people what I want to do. Who told the earth not to rain on my parade? Yet again, it didn't feel right. I enjoyed it in the moment, but immediately after I felt a strong wave of self-criticism. It didn't feel like that when I was singing alone around my living room. Why did it feel strange and wrong showing this dream to an audience, even though I also couldn't see this one? I feel many of us talk about a dream we have, but so few of us actually discuss what happens after. Part of this could be due to the difficulty involved with achieving a dream, but it's almost as if we internally tell ourselves, after I achieve this goal, this is it. There's nothing else out there for me in the world. And while I left my job as a cake decorator and decided music was more of a hobby than a career path for me, not all of my dreams went in this direction. I've never quite felt as much of an aha moment with a dream than that of when I went to the theater as a 7 and 8-year-old. Sitting in the audience, watching dancers and lighting and music come together on a stage gave me that feeling of, this is it. This is what I want to do with my life. While I've had other dreams develop since this moment, I can't say I've had any as strong. It almost felt like a gut instinct that would fill every corner of my brain. I started out as an actor, then moved to a dancer, then an improviser, then to being a technician. Each of these areas have filled respective pockets in my life that were empty at a certain point. When I needed support, I came to rehearsal, and the theater said, this is it. This is your family. When I needed to be more present in the world, the theater said, this is it. This is how you live in the moment. And when I needed to know where I belonged, the theater said, "This is it. This is where you belong." There's often the question of, do you want to be an actor or do you want to be a technician? But I never see the point in making a decision. I just want to be here, in the theater. This is it. This is my home. And for some crazy reason, no matter what I do or where the world takes me at the moment, I always have this pull to come back. However, I've also recently learned the importance of stepping away from time to time and launching myself into a different adventure. Who knows? Maybe I'll find another dream that feels the same, and I don't want to miss out on that. There are oh so many possible paths I could take, so many stories I could create, so many alternative plot lines to what I have now. But I only have one life to live. And this is it.